everybody, and welcome to another show, The Quest with Carole Lynn Grant. You know, doing shows with Carole Lynn, someone who's been in this business, this psychic medium, spiritual world for 50 years, is always very exciting for me because I never know what Carole will be speaking and teaching about. So I get to learn from you, Carole, exactly what everybody else is learning right along the way. So, Carole Lynn Grant, your show, The Quest with Carole Lynn Grant is.
How are you? I wanted to talk about the favor of God today because we are so fortunate in that we are daily loaded with blessings. And we've just gone through a period of time um, on the planet when it seemed like doors were closed, or maybe we didn't have the energy that we wanted to carry on. But now big planets have moved into the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is new beginnings, inventions, happy spirit. It's also love, peace, and joy. So we're entering a period where everybody kind of feels this more up, more like, okay, I can do this, and so even, God said to me this morning, I'm not finished with you.
Yeah.
We got more to do. So my hope and my plan to do with these shows is to encourage you to go your next step. And so Spirit told us to decree a thing, because He is a spirit of grants. He grants us our wishes. And so when we speak with full clear picture of what we want, and with full alignment of the highest calling, magic happens. Our imagination is the best thing that was ever invented. Even Einstein said that. So I'd like you to think about what you would really like to have in your life right now, and see it completely fulfilled. Already done. I mean, the money is even coming in. The contacts are there. Your joy is there because you're doing what you like to do the best. And if you like to do it the best, you do it the best. And our voice is needed right now. And so, Bruce, I'm going to ask you, have you ever had favor in your life?
Oh my God. When you brought that up earlier, I said, oh, favors. But you know what? You gave me a few minutes of time to really think about it. And my life has progressed tremendously from favors. I have two older sisters. They're quite a bit older than me. One's 9, Roberta, and one's 11, Joan. Joan lives here in the South Florida area, and she has always been someone who has done favors for me to get me ahead in the business world. When I first went out to California, my sister connected me with someone who gave me my first job in the entertainment industry. But even way before that, when I first went out to Los Angeles, I was still living in the Boston area, and I met a Hollywood TV producer who was in Boston partying because there was a writer's strike. And when right before he went back, he said, "Well, what are you doing here in Boston?" I said, "I'm kind of running towards the end of my time." He said, "Why don't you come out to LA and I'll, see what I could do to help you." And so that was all I needed to take the big step and pack everything up and have garage sales, get in my car and drive out to Los Angeles. And that fellow put me in TV shows as an extra behind the scenes. And those were huge favors. So I've had some incredible people do nice favors for me to kind of kickstart me along my way. And I've always appreciated them and blessed them. always in my mind about how they helped me in my life.
That's a great story, and that is a real hand up. For me, my life changed completely over 50 years ago from a near-death experience, and I became an intuitive person overnight. But I didn't know is that the gift that was going to be given to me was radio shows. God said you're going to do radio around the country, and so I was given to my shows, but my favorite one was Quest, Mind Quest. And so we're continuing that journey because if our mind can conceive it, if we can see our dream fulfilled, spirit, infinite wisdom, the great door opener, the great gate opener, will make a way to bring the right person, just like you. You have the model for these quest shows for over a year until I was ready because as an astrologer, I wanted the right timing. I wanted the timing when everybody was ready to get over whatever, and get on with their life. And that's taking a leap of faith. You know, in a leap of faith, I'll give you an example one time of amazing favor. Um, I had gotten sick. I had chlorine poisoning. And so I was in bed. I couldn't even get up. And I heard in my head, a lot of times you're going to get a vision or hear in your head. I heard, I'm going to move to Jupiter. And I like Jupiter, but I didn't know anything about Jupiter. I said it to a friend of mine, and they said, "Well, come on, let's go look at Jupiter." And so I did, and I found a place at the Racket Club because that sounded like all kinds of fun to me. The Racket Club, and it's my first one-bedroom apartment because I'd always had townhouses because I have a big family, 4 children. And so I thought, how in the world am I going to pack my things? And 26 people from my church, I've always been very active in my church, came and packed me up.
Wow.
And we were moved. I mean, we were moved in 2 weeks into Jupiter. And I'm in Jupiter. I mean, remember I told you I had been sick and I couldn't even walk. And so when I first got there, I heard the spirit say, "Go walk on the beach." Well, ladies and gentlemen, I put my foot in the sand and I could take 3 steps. That was it. But infinite wisdom had me walking on the beach, which strengthened my heart, cardio, everything. And before long, I was walking 3 miles on the beach. I had a
Wow.
great time. But then, and this is the favor of God, I said just kind of, not even knowing that it would happen. I said I'd love to live in the Bluffs because the Bluffs was close to the beach, but had wonderful townhouses, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, had enough stairs where my kids could play while I was doing my radio shows or whatever. That happened. Within a month, I was in the Bluffs.
Wow.
So don't let timing block you or how am I going to have the money? Because the ways come in when you're in alignment, when you see your plan fulfilled. Ask for favor, ask for miracles, ask for the right person. I mean, you can even ask for that person who can open the door for you. Not necessarily a name. You don't want to command people. You know, that's witchcraft. But a person who can open doors. And that person's going to come by. So, Bruce, give us another story.
You know, it's hearing you say that, uh because I know, I'm sure I've gone through periods in my life where I didn't feel worthy of asking. I didn't want to waste God's time. I didn't want to be selfish, but you said it perfectly. Uh, universal powers that be are just waiting for us to hear from us. They're just it's it has nothing to do, am I worthy? We're God's child. We're worthy. We don't have to earn anything. We don't have to do anything. We're worthy simply because we're an extension of higher power. And so when you realize that about yourself, you don't have to go through all this mental gyrations and things to say, "Oh, I'm not worthy. It'll never happen." What we have to do is ask and visualize it already coming into our lives. And like you said, visualizing people who can, and we don't even have to see their faces, just have to visualize the people who can make that happen for us. So I'm learning so much from you. And again, if we, if anybody gets messages from today's show, is that you don't have to be perfect person, you don't have to be brilliant, you don't have to be excellent. All you have to do is be willing to ask for help and not be afraid, and don't take that request back. Not be afraid. Just ask and see what happens.
And truthfully, just shouting help often it's all you need. First of all, he gave us his only begotten son so that we could live this adventuresome, accomplishing life. And he's worthy. It's not our worthiness, it's his worthiness. And we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I say that if I'm not feeling very worthy, I say that over and over. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And all things are possible. Okay. And something good is going to happen to me today. I put that into the atmosphere because when we put our voice into the atmosphere, angels help us. Angels come in and carry the vibration to the right person at the right time. And that is how the magic or the favor happens. And today I'm even going to be asking for a favor for my daughter who lives in Davie. She's handicapped, and I need a person, a CNA, who can transfer to a wheelchair to come work for her for the weekends. She's a great person during the week, but not on the weekends. And so we pray, we can pray for others. There are people going through stuff right now. You can pray and you can ask for them and hold the model for them until they get ready or they get their dream or their answer. And so our dream here with this quest is to inspire you to take a chance on life, believe you're a winner, and believe that you're not finished. Because Spirit has a great plan. And we don't know what's going to happen next, but next is way more wonderful than I could have ever imagined. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I one of the things that I've always um, tried to do, especially in the last couple of decades after I've learned, is I learned that if I stay peaceful in the present moment, and I even before the show we were talking about my past and how I was a little unhappy with a certain part of my past, and you said that's the past. Leave that past behind. And that's 100% right. I don't even really try to figure out the future, but I do know that if I stay peaceful in the present moment and like whatever I am and whoever I am, whatever I'm doing, I know that I'm taking care of the present moment, and the future will get taken care of as long as I'm being the best I can be right now.
I'd love to ask the audience, think about this and maybe think about it for our next show. Have you ever had favor in your life, or did somebody open a door for you that created a whole new life for you? And Spirit has done that over and over for me. Um, I met a person. I was doing a class at Nova University, and there was a man in the front row, and I looked at him, and I was doing the class on auras, energy fields, and I said, I see a woman in your energy field. She's a great lady. And he said, that's my mom. She's coming to visit me. Let's do lunch next week. Timing, right? Synchronicity, connecting. And so we had lunch together, and she asked me to finish a reading that somebody had started in California. And I did. And she said, my dear, there are no psychics like you in California. And I thought they were all in California. And so I said, she said to me, I will go, I will open the doors to TV, to radio, to institutions, to colleges for you to teach and to speak. You write what you want to talk about. And I said to her, well, all year long I've been hearing, leave the month of August free. And I didn't know what I was going to be doing, but I didn't plan any lectures or anything in August. It's because I was going to California. Let the games begin. In California, all the just like you, with your story with the TV and the entertainment, all the doors in the metaphysical field were open for me. This can happen for our audience. And so I want you to dream big. There's no limits to the magic that can happen for you and for your family. So we're going to dream big this week.
Now, you know, the concept of favors, I didn't know exactly what you were saying at first, or because I never thought of it that way. But I'd like to make a challenge to our audience. I challenge everyone who's watching this show, whether it's whatever time of year it is, whatever month it is, whatever day it is, I challenge everyone to take some time and write down all the favors that people have done for you that have either changed your life or added to your life. I think you'll be amazed about how your life progressed with the help, almost magical help, of other people. Maybe you asked them, maybe they just offered. But I think it'd be a great thing if you would send us an email with your list of favors, because that alone will raise your vibration tremendously. Just appreciating and realizing how the universe works and how people are there to give you favors to extend your life and improve your life.
So how do people get in touch with us?
Well,
Carole
we
Lynn
have an
Grant?
email, and I will put the email below,
Okay.
but it's basically quest with CLG at gmail.com. But I will definitely have a ticker on the bottom saying that, so that people don't have to, oh, what did he say? What did he? No, it'll be a ticker on the bottom to explain how to get in touch with us.
Great. I love it.
This is an interesting show because I like the idea of bringing up, you know, one particular thing that we can focus on. And today it was the favor, and realizing how powerful it is to either ask or even think about uh, things that you need. And sometimes you can ask it out loud to your higher consciousness, and sometimes you could just think it inside and then
No,
visualize
you
what
have to
you want.
speak it. You have to speak it. There's a wonderful book out there called Command Your Morning. Command Your Morning. We're supposed, God told Job, where were you when I created the day, the night, you know? And we are supposed to command our morning and put into remembrance the things that infinite wisdom has said to us that we could have. First of all, he said we're wealthy, that we're a joint heir with the leaders of all creation, and we have more money than we will ever need. And so, wish for $10,000 to get going. Why not?
And be specific about it.
Yeah.
And don't just say, don't neutralize that request by saying, oh, it can't happen. Oh, it's
No,
not
no,
gonna happen.
no, 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 no. You got to believe, and you got to give a period of time. I want $10,000 in the next 3 weeks. Thank you, Lord, and call it done.
I already
But
hear my mind saying that's not possible. So I got to straighten that out.
you got to straighten it out. There's another book out called Petitions, Writing Your Petition, because God is a God of grants. And so you put the date down, you put specifically what you want, what you're going to use it for, and you thank God that this grant is fulfilled by this date, and you sign it. And then you look at it all day long. You, whenever you walk by it, you say it out loud, thank you, God, $10,000 is coming to me in 3 weeks. Yeah? And that brings the alignment of spirit, of angels, of mentors, people who are going to come in and at just the right moment. I mean, it's wonderful to watch. It's a great life. This spiritual life is an amazing life. It brings heaven to earth, and we are supernatural beings.
All we have to do is know it, and that will grant the wishes just by knowing that we are truly connected and connected in a deep way and in a loving way. And that alone, I love the idea when you said angels, because a lot of people say, oh, God's too busy. He's not going to hear me. But God sends those angels, and that's his like middleman. That's his like agent, those angels. And if we speak it out loud, there's angels all around us that are there to help us. And I've got to do more of that. I don't do it. I certainly
What you
don't
do,
do it enough.
Bruce, is you cancel that verbiage, or
Yes.
you throw it up to the great I am. All right, new day, new beginning. And what would you say in your new beginning?
Well, I'm just open to the
No,
abundance.
no, no
No,
more hope.
okay. Let me hear what I should be saying.
Thank you, God, for fulfilling this grant, this petition, and for bringing me $10,000 in 3 weeks. And I will use it for a good purpose. And sign your name and say thank you, and then celebrate heavenly gifts and favor.
Every single person watching this show for a long time to come can do exactly what you said, the way you said it, and good things are going to happen.
Good things are going to happen. Thank you, Bruce. I think we've done it for this show.
We're done. Thank you so much, Carole. It's been another great show. And we're ready to go out into the world and have a lot of people see this show. And I look forward to doing the next show with you very, very soon.
Yeah, me too. Have a
God
great
bless.
week, everybody.
God bless everybody. Have a great day,
And,
evening, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye now.
and remember to go on your quest.
Go on your quest. Beautiful. Bye bye, everybody.